Sports are more than just competition. They're about passion, camaraderie, history, and unforgettable moments. Millions of fans coming together, and sometimes record-breaking audiences. Today we're taking you on a journey through the 10 most watched sports events of all time. Whether you're a football fanatic, a cricket lover, or just someone who enjoys witnessing epic moments, this list has something for you. From stunning Olympic ceremonies to nail-biting finals, these events drew colossal audiences and kept the world on the edge of its seat. Ready to relive these moments? Let's jump right in. Starting our countdown, we have the 2019 Wimbledon final at the 10th place, a match that featured two of the greatest tennis players of all time, Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Over 9 million people in the UK alone, and millions more around the world, tuned in to witness this epic clash. It was a match for the ages, lasting nearly 5 hours and ending in a historic fifth set tiebreak. Federer was aiming for his 21st Grand Slam title, while Djokovic was looking to further cement his place among the greats. The tension was palpable as the two champions went head-to-head in what would become the longest final in Wimbledon history. Djokovic ultimately triumphed, winning 13-12 in a tiebreaker, but both players delivered a masterclass in skill, endurance, and sportsmanship. It wasn't just about the trophy, it was about the respect these two legends have for each other and the passion they bring to the sport. This final was proof that tennis can be as thrilling as any other sport, with dramatic moments, heart-stopping rallies, and a crowd that was absolutely captivated until the very end. At number 9, we have the Super Bowl, a cultural phenomenon in the United States, and an event that has transcended sports to become an international spectacle. Super Bowl LVI, held in 2022, wasn't just a football game. It was a celebration of entertainment, community, and, of course, love of the game. The Los Angeles Rams took on the Cincinnati Bengals in a thrilling matchup that kept viewers hooked until the very last minute. With a total viewership of around 112 million people in the US alone, plus millions more worldwide, Super Bowl LVI was nothing short of electrifying. The game itself was intense, but let's not forget what makes the Super Bowl unique: the halftime show. This year's halftime show brought some of the biggest names in hip-hop to the stage: Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. It was a nostalgic, high-energy performance that had viewers dancing in their living rooms. And let's not forget the iconic commercials that air during the Super Bowl. They're almost as anticipated as the game itself. At number 8, we have one of the most prestigious events in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. In 2022, Real Madrid faced Liverpool in a thrilling showdown that was broadcast in over 200 countries and gathered nearly 400 million viewers. It was a night of high drama, incredible saves, and a historic victory for Real Madrid. Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, were back at it again, with Vinicius Jr. scoring the only goal of the match. But the true hero of the night was Thibaut Courtois. His incredible saves kept Liverpool at bay, and his performance was nothing short of spectacular. Liverpool tried everything, attacking relentlessly, creating chances, but they simply couldn't break through. Real Madrid's 14th Champions League title was a testament to their resilience, their experience, and their knack for shining on the biggest stage. This match was not just about the scoreline. It was about the stories behind the players, the passion of the fans, and the thrill of watching the best clubs in Europe battle it out for the ultimate prize. At number 7, we have another unforgettable cricket event, the 2011 Cricket World Cup semi-final between arch-rivals India and Pakistan. Cricket in these countries is more than just a sport, it's a way of life. And when these two teams meet, the stakes are always sky high. This match had a cumulative audience of over 1 billion people, with millions of fans glued to their screens across South Asia and beyond. Played in Mohali, India, this was more than just a semi-final. It was a spectacle of intense rivalry, patriotism and passion. Sachin Tendulkar, often called the god of cricket, played a crucial role for India, scoring a resilient 85 despite several close calls. Pakistan bowled well, especially Wahab Riaz, who took 5 wickets. But India managed to post a competitive total. The atmosphere was electric, not just in the stadium, but across both countries. Streets were empty, offices shut down early, and families gathered to watch every ball. Pakistan fought valiantly, but the Indian bowlers held their nerve, ultimately securing a 29-run victory and booking a spot in the final. India's victory set off massive celebrations, and the entire country erupted in joy. For many, it wasn't just about cricket, it was about national pride, and a moment of unity in a region often divided by history. The match showed why cricket holds such a special place in the hearts of millions and why it's often called the game that brings people together. At number 6, we have the 2018 FIFA World Cup final, a culmination of football's grandest spectacle, with over 1.1 billion people watching as France took on Croatia. It was a final filled with excitement, tension and incredible moments, held at the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, Russia. France, led by manager Didier Deschamps, showcased a brilliant blend of youth and experience. Goals from Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba and Kylian Mbappé helped Les Bleus to a 4-2 victory over Croatia. It was an action-packed final, with end-to-end football, stunning goals and memorable celebrations. Croatia, playing in their first ever World Cup final, fought valiantly and earned the respect of the entire football world. Kylian Mbappé, just 19 years old at the time, became only the second teenager in history to score in a World Cup final, following in the footsteps of none other than Pelé. The final whistle blew and France were champions for the second time, 20 years after their first triumph in 1998. The celebrations that followed were unforgettable. Paris lit up with joy and fans flooded the Champs-Élysées in a sea of blue, white and red. This final had everything: skill, passion, drama and a true underdog story. Croatia may have fallen short, but they captured the hearts of millions. And for France, it was the perfect end to a magical campaign, as they claimed their place as the best in the world once again. If you liked the video so far, don't forget to the channel for more content on epic sports moments. In 5th place, we have the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup final, a true milestone for women's sports. On July 7, 2019, the USA faced the Netherlands in Lyon, France, and over 1.12 billion viewers tuned in. This wasn't just any final, it was the culmination of years of progress, determination and growth for women's football. The US women's national team dominated the tournament, and in the final they showcased their skill, teamwork and relentless spirit. Megan Rapinoe, with her iconic pink hair, led the way, scoring the opening goal from the penalty spot. Rose Lavelle added another, securing a 2-0 victory and bringing the USA their 4th World Cup title. But this match was about more than just winning a trophy. It was a statement. The US team became symbols of equality, empowerment and change. Their battle wasn't only on the field. They were fighting for equal pay, recognition and the future of women's sports. The world watched and millions were inspired. The 2019 Women's World Cup shattered records, not just in terms of viewership, but also in the impact it had on the global sports landscape. From the packed stadiums to the passionate chants of equal pay, it was clear this was a transformative moment for the game and for society. In 2019, the Cricket World Cup final saw England go up against New Zealand in one of the most thrilling matches in cricket history. With over 1.6 billion people tuning in, this game was nothing short of spectacular. It wasn't just a battle for the World Cup. It was a battle of wills, of nerves, and of history in the making. For the first time, a World Cup final ended in a super over. Imagine the tension. Every ball counted. Every run brought the entire nation of England closer to that elusive title. Finally, the home team triumphed and England lifted the World Cup for the first time ever. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. This match was a reminder of why cricket is often called the gentleman's game, filled with sportsmanship, suspense, and glory. And it wasn't just the fans in the stadium. Around the world, people stayed glued to their screens, witnessing a game that represented the very best of cricket. It had everything: a close finish, an incredible comeback, and a historic victory. At third place, we have the 2021 Tokyo Summer Olympics opening ceremony, an event that brought together the entire world, even amidst one of the most challenging times in recent history. Despite the pandemic forcing a one-year postponement, the Olympic spirit remained unbroken, and more than 3 billion people tuned in to witness the spectacle. Opening ceremonies are about more than just kicking off the games. They represent unity, hope, and the shared dreams of athletes from every corner of the globe. The Tokyo ceremony was unlike any before. Smaller crowds, stringent health measures, but an incredible show of innovation and perseverance. The lighting of the torch, always a symbolic moment, was done by Naomi Osaka, a reminder of the future of sport and the power of diversity. The Tokyo ceremony featured over 1,800 drones that created stunning visuals in the sky, a feat of modern technology that left viewers in awe. The message was clear: no matter the circumstances, we rise together. The opening ceremony also honoured healthcare workers and acknowledged the challenges the world had faced. It was emotional, inspiring, and filled with symbolism. It was a showcase of Japanese culture, history, and a vision of the future, featuring a mix of traditional performances and cutting-edge technology. Despite the empty seats in the stadium, the energy was palpable, and billions of people around the world joined in this celebration of human resilience. At second place, we have an event that's all about endurance, grit, and pushing the limits, the Tour de France. It's not just a cycling race, it's a journey that covers over 2,000 miles across some of the most breathtaking landscapes in Europe. And every year, about 3.5 billion people tune in to witness this legendary race. The iconic yellow jersey, the grueling mountain climbs, and the sheer perseverance of these athletes make the Tour de France one of the most watched and respected sporting events in history. It's not just about who's the fastest, it's about who can endure pain, who can conquer the toughest terrains, and who can outsmart the rest. Whether it's the legendary sprint finishes on the Champs-Élysées in Paris, or the dramatic collapses on the daunting Mont Ventoux, the Tour has given us countless unforgettable moments. It's no wonder that people from over 190 countries tune in year after year to follow this incredible race. The views, the drama, the stories, it's all part of the Tour de France magic. And finally, at number 1, we have an event that redefined what an opening ceremony could be, the 2008 Beijing Olympics opening ceremony. Around 4 billion people tuned in to witness what many consider the most spectacular opening ceremony in Olympic history. It was a dazzling display of culture, technology, and sheer human achievement. The Beijing ceremony was a visual masterpiece. Directed by acclaimed filmmaker Zhang Yimou, it featured 15,000 performers, and took years of planning and rehearsals. The synchronized drummers, the vivid storytelling of China's 5,000-year history, and the sheer scale of the performance were unlike anything the world had ever seen. One of the highlights was the unfurling of a giant scroll representing China's contributions to culture and art. Performers painted on it live, creating a beautiful narrative that honored the past while looking toward the future. The lighting of the Olympic flame was another unforgettable moment. Gymnast Li Ning ran around the rim of the Bird's Nest Stadium before igniting the cauldron in a breathtaking finale. The ceremony wasn't just about celebrating sports, it was about China stepping onto the world stage in a big way, showcasing its rich history, technological prowess, and ambitions for the future. For billions of viewers, it was a jaw-dropping spectacle, a celebration of human potential and a true moment of global unity. That wraps up our countdown of the most watched sports events. These incredible events remind us why we love sports, the passion, the unity, the triumphs, and even the heartbreaks. Whether it's a heart-stopping final, a moment of pure athleticism, or a celebration of culture and humanity, these events bring us together in a way that few other things can. Which of these moments do you remember watching? Did we include your favorite, or is there an event you think should have made the list? Which event stood out the most for you? Leave your comments below. See you next time.